Every single day, people are making money over on Gumroad. And in this video, I'm going to share the same simple three-step process that I use to create and sell products on Gumroad myself. It is a simple three-step process that starts with first pinpointing a problem and then crafting a niche solution. Now, I want to use an example, and the example is going to be rooftop gardening products for sale, but I'm going to focus on the first product, simply creating a checklist for growing rooftop cherry tomatoes. It's a very specific type of tomato, and it's a very niche idea of gardening. Gardening on a rooftop, or gardening in a city, or gardening on a balcony. You get the idea, hopefully. But notice that we are starting with rooftop cherry tomatoes, and we are starting with a checklist. Now, I have some other products down here that we can add to our Gumroad shop, and ultimately, that is the idea here, is to get the ball rolling with a very simple product, going back to the three simple steps, pinpointing a problem, and then crafting a simple, smart solution. Study and simplify the problem, innovate and design a solution, a creative, practical approach to solve the problem, and then organize and structure and keep the product consumable. Again, we go back to understanding and knowing what we want to create, and then we go to Gumroad and we verify this. We go to Gumroad and we search for gardening. We scroll down and we see here, gardening planning spreadsheet, a spreadsheet. Literally an Excel spreadsheet or a Google sheet that has been created by this product creator, and they are selling it on Gumroad. Technically, this is being given away like our idea for the checklist, but the idea here is to first start with a checklist. Of course, you can give this away, and then you have your other products that are going to be sold as you build out your catalog of products on Gumroad. Now, I'm going to use ChatGPT simply to demonstrate this so you can understand how this works. You can see here, creating a tailored product for urban dwellers wanting to grow cherry or tomato tomatoes on the balconies is a great idea, considering the increasing interest in urban gardening. Let's walk through the steps to develop the product concept. Now, where did that come from? That came from the simple idea right here of pinpointing and crafting a niche solution. There are some steps here that you need to do, but essentially all I'm doing is I'm identifying a specific problem. I'm doing a little research on that specific audience, and then I'm defining a unique solution. So I'm letting ChatGPT do that for me, and you can see here, I simply just said, I want to create a simple product to sell that will help people that want to grow Tommy or cherry tomatoes, and they live in the city in an apartment and only have a balcony to grow the tomatoes. I need help doing these to pinpoint the problem and crafting a solution, identifying a specific problem, researching your audience, and defining the unique solution. ChatGPT is going to do this for us. Now, in this video, I want you to understand that I am not telling you that you're going to get rich over at Gumroad creating checklists and how-to guides about gardening if you don't know anything about gardening. This is simply an example to show you how to create and then set up and sell your products on Gumroad, because people are making money every day on Gumroad. I'm making money every day on Gumroad and online, and I want to share with you how simple this actually is when you just look at an example and you say, you know what, I have an idea. Gary's example was perfect. The structure makes sense. 3 simple steps to get up and effectively start selling on Gumroad. Then I go back and I look at this and what I'm doing in ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is giving me this information. And then if I want to double check it, I just simply Google rooftop cherry tomatoes or your idea, and you go through and you see what people are creating. Here you can see people are creating guides, checklists, they're creating videos, they're talking about this thing. It is a real problem that people are looking for a solution, how to grow rooftop cherry tomatoes. Also, I want to take you over to Gumroad, and I want you to understand that Gumroad, you can sell anything. So you could make video lessons. You could create a monthly subscription. You could sell physical products. If you wanted to sell cherry tomato seeds or a specific type of plant, a seed or something, or maybe a planter that you design for rooftop gardening, you could do that here on Gumroad. Sell your top 10 list, sell your crypto tips, sell a keto cookbook, Again, this is not something I'm making up. This is something I'm using ChatGPT, and I have a clear plan for creating a rooftop gardening or creating a series of rooftop gardening products for sale over at my Gumroad shop. And I'm starting with a checklist for growing rooftop cherry tomatoes. Now, what does that product look like when I create the product? I go over to Canva and I design a cover, or I design images, or I use the images that Canva has, and I create something that resonates with the audience that I'm looking for. And that audience is looking for what you see here already done for you on Canva to create this idea of, hey, check out this product if you're interested in gardening. And here are some gardening tips. We're focused in on cherry tomatoes or tomatoes. There's some tomato stuff going on here in some of these images because I'm searching for gardening tomatoes for templates. Also, while you're at Canva, look and see what they have available in the checklist area. Look at the designs and think about what type of checklist could I create, or should I simply just create a simple checklist or an Excel spreadsheet as a checklist like this lady did with the gardening planning spreadsheet. Do not overthink this process. She is giving away and or selling products, selling a Google Sheet or an Excel spreadsheet over on Gumroad. Now at this point, we'll go back to the 3 simple steps to create an offer and sell it. We pinpointed the problem, or we let ChatGPT do it. So why not let ChatGPT help us do this simple, smart solution and come up with a three-step strategy, or utilize this 3-step strategy to create a simple, smart solution. And to do that, I'm simply just going to do what I did in the beginning to do the research. I'm simply just going to copy this. And of course, you can copy this as well. Then you just go back to ChatGPT where you're doing this research and you're saying, okay, now I want to create a checklist for planting cherry tomatoes to sell as a digital download. Please follow this strategy and give me a simple checklist. A simple, smart solution, a 3-step strategy. Again, you can take this and you can enter this prompt and you can see what ChatGPT gives you. The point in using ChatGPT, again, is just to show you an example of how quickly you can put this information together. Of course, you need to know something about what you're creating, or you need to be willing to learn it and then do it and then teach it in the form of these products, these digital downloads that you're creating. But you can see that ChatGPT is putting this information together for us, and it returns the information that we need to understand, study, and simplify. You need to be able to research. You need to be able to simplify or break down the growing process into fundamental stages: preparation, planning, and maintenance. These are all the things that you're going to be adding into your products. Then innovative design. Again, create a visually appealing and easy to use layout that can be accessible on mobile devices as well as printing. Again, you can look at what's going on over at Canva for that. And then you get to step 3, and it's organize and structure. Preparation, choosing containers, soil preparation. Then on number 3, it talks about tomato varieties or varieties, choosing cherry tomato varieties best suited for container and balcony environments. So you might want to change that word to something you can pronounce, but you get the idea. Planting, sowing seeds or transplanting, positioning, initial watering. Again, maybe you need to change this word because I can't say initial. Maintenance, regular watering. Apparently I can't say anything. Fertilizing, pest and disease management. This checklist will provide a straightforward, actionable guide that urban gardeners can easily follow, helping them succeed in growing cherry tomatoes on their balconies or on their rooftop. Here we go. Please create the checklist for me. It's the next step. Certainly, here is a detailed checklist. Now, I'm using ChatGPT as an example. You know, here on the channel, you've watched all my other videos. I love ChatGPT. It helps me do things quickly and do research and come up with ideas. Then I take those ideas and I turn them into real products. You can simply see a cherry tomato planting checklist for balcony gardeners. It's all done for us. Choosing containers, soil preparation. Again, let's change that word. We'll have ChatGPT come up with a synonym. Planting, sowing seeds. It's taking you through the checklist and it's telling you you can customize this checklist, or you can create additional tips, or you can add additional tips, personal advice, or decorative elements to enhance the appeal and functionality as a digital product. So then you go back to the 3 simple steps. You pinpointed the problem, you simplified the strategy, or you came up with a simple solution to the problem. And the next thing up, step 3, solution for sale. Set up and sell your products over on Gumroad. And to do that, watch the video you see on the screen right now. I walk you through the entire process of creating your Gumroad store and setting up your first product for sale.